Oh, hey, there you are. Good morning, guys. A little late here to the desk this morning. Had a little hiccup on my mining computer there and had to get to it. So, what's going on, everybody? How are you all doing this morning? Getting everything ready here on my side. You guys have anything that you're watching this morning specifically? Boom. There we go. Morning, Kevin. So, looks like we got ourselves a little gap up on the SPY today. Wonder how it'll act in front of 435. Will we be able to get puts in front of that level again? Guess we're going to find out, right? Yesterday, that plan worked out beautifully. We caught some SPY puts in the later morning. Those of you who remember yesterday when we built our watch list, we were watching SPY. 435 area could hold resistance for a drop back down towards 428. That was yesterday what we were watching. And we were also watching the for Tesla to get back down towards 790's $800 zone. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what we did yesterday. SPY 435 resistance came all the way, actually well under 428. Golly, man, this thing got all the way down here to 426, 425.86, so 426 area. So that one worked out nicely. Tesla, we said watch for a drop back down into the 790's. Low of day yesterday, 801.10. Pretty close. Pretty close, all things considered. So, not bad. Not bad yesterday at all. And NVIDIA, we said, whoa. We said watch 200-day moving average for resistance for a drop back down towards 210. Let's see what NVIDIA did. I didn't trade NVIDIA yesterday. So, NVIDIA yesterday, nope, didn't drop all that much. It actually held up pretty well. NVIDIA yesterday actually held up really, really well overall. So 2 out of those 3 big names, not bad. Morning, Joe. Dwayne, what's up, guys? Investants, what's up? Good morning, good morning. Oh, man. A little late this morning. All right, guys. So, let me put out a tweet here and a Facebook post. Let everybody know we're live. And in the meanwhile, you guys get ready to hand over the tickers you want me to look at or your questions, and we'll go ahead and start working on that. Man, there's a lot of small caps moving around today, huh? Even Hims with a little gap up here. Oh, we got a bot there. Let's remove that comment. All right, guys. So, what's up? What tickers do you have for me today? Let's get to work. If you have any. If not, we'll just jump straight away into news and into the scans. Let's take a quick look here at what the SPY did yesterday. So yesterday we caught a decent little trade on the SPY. Nothing huge. We caught in chat this move. We caught this little move here with some SPY puts. Let me grab you the alerts. Come on, there we go. Let me open up the Discord real quick and I'll grab you the alerts, show you there what we did. So here we go. Yesterday, SPY puts 430 strike, Wednesday's expiration, 263 entry, stop over VWAP. So actually came in. Got into this trade right around here. It was a starter only. I did add to it. So it was a starter. So I started with a 10% of my size. Then I did add to it, taking some profits at 275, 293, $3. Held on to some, looking to see if we can break this 431 and get down there towards the low. But then it looked like we were going to double bottom and stopped out the remainder at 278. So it was a nice little trade, nothing huge, but it was a nice little trade. I was concerned we might double bottom there in front of 430. Since that whole 428, 430 zone was a potential support level on the SPY, on the daily chart, I thought maybe we were going to double bottom here and not necessarily reverse and do anything crazy, get back up here or up here. I thought we might just double bottom and then chop around, get choppy in this range right there. But we didn't. So, you know, I took profits along the way and then I stopped out right here when we broke back above VWAP. I'm sorry, back above the 9 EMA. And we did have a nice increase in volume there as well. So I was happy with stopping out there on the remainder of the position, right? Here are my takes. And look at that. We kind of failed up here in front of VWAP. Like we didn't even get up into it. And then, my God, man. And then at the end of the day, we started to finally get a bounce. Got back up over VWAP. And now today a little gap up. So today is going to be the same plan for me on that. I'm going to be watching that 435 zone. But we'll go over the SPY in a minute here. Let me start going through your tickers and questions. Mike, good morning. REVB. Let's see. Well, it's not really looking the greatest in pre-market. You had a nice little move up right there. As a matter of fact, we'll draw it out a little bit better here. We'll put what it is, which is a flagpole. Then you had yourself a little bit of a bull flag, but it broke down. It broke down, and then you basically had yourself a little bit of a bear flag. And that one actually worked. Came back down from 250 to under $2 here. It looks like this would be the type of stock that has some sort of news today. Nope, no news at all. Now that I see here, latest piece of news was 16 days ago. So, I mean, I really don't like what's going on here. This is showing tremendous weakness. We're doing, so we did one little bear flag. And now we're doing possibly another one right there. Will we get the next leg on down and send it back towards where it came from? That's going to be left to be seen. But right now, it's not looking the greatest. You'd want to see this thing get back above this 220s at least. Previous support here on the daily chart. So now we're under it. So it might become an area of resistance. MCD. Yeah, we actually went over this one. I think it was yesterday, right? They had earnings, McDonald's. I mean, right now it's in front of resistance, that 100-day moving average, which is that white line there on my screen. A little bit of structure resistance here. A little bit of support back here and here at that level, and we're right in front of it, and it is also the 100-day moving average. So you're probably, you know, you're more than likely you're looking at resistance here. If it breaks up and over it and then holds it as support, then yeah, you got room here 257 to 260. But right now it's a resistance zone. If that level holds as resistance, you might see a drop back down here to 250. Keith, good morning. Oh, no, it's totally my pleasure. What do you mean you can't wait to retire? You could just join in right now. It's the same thing as yesterday. And the live stream, you know, the live stream in the Discord, that's the DTC Lite subscription. It's only $24.99 a month. It's literally, what, $4, $5 more than Netflix, but you definitely get, you know, a lot better stuff, right? Because, well, stock market information. But I'm glad to have had you on there yesterday, and I'm glad you did well on Hook. I remember. Joe, what's up? Can I look at AA? Absolutely. AA. I mean, not a whole lot. Not a whole lot here right now. I mean, ideally, you'd want to see it hold the $73 zone, but it's up like in it's not really no man's land, but it's up there like in like what it feels like no man's land. If it holds 73, then you might establish a channel between 80 and 73. But I feel like it really needs to cool its jets and really come back down and reset itself. And that level, the cleaner level, down here about 64, 65. Got that flat top right there. See that flat top resistance before it broke out? That's a little bit better. And look how it coincides with previous levels like this one. See that? Right there. I mean, obviously it's just shy of it by like $2. But that's the level. I mean, that's the cleaner level on this. A nice, cool, calm pullback back into this level. Maybe you'll get, you know, it'll give you time to get the 50-day up there. And then you have yourself a nice little potential support zone there. Dwayne says DTC Lite is absolutely worth it, huh? Thank you, man. Appreciate that. I'm glad you're enjoying it over there. Guys, DTC Lite, here, I'll give it to you right now. You get 30 days for free to start. So, you know, we're going to change that in the future. I don't know when. Could be a year from now. Could be next month. No idea. But we're going to change that in the future from 30 days free to just 14 days or just 2 weeks free sometime in the future. We don't know when. It could be next month. It could be next year. Hell, it could be 2 years from now. But we will be changing that from 30 days to 2 weeks eventually. But right now you get 30 days for free. And then it's $24.99. So let's see. Silver Shrimp, what's up? IPOF. Hey, there you go. A little pop. Got itself a little pop finally off of those 980s, $10 zone there. There you go. That little double bottom support there. Nice little pop. So it's getting some sort of potential rumors. Yeah, speculations. There you go. Nice with SpaceX, Starlink. Cool, cool, cool. Awesome. Yeah, if this one ever gets going, you gotta watch out. Could go right back up here to 13, 15 bucks. Jackie, good morning. Jackie DTC Pro, what's up, man? How's it going? All right. All right, guys. So you have any other tickers you want me to look at or any questions? We already went over our trade from yesterday in the Discord on the SPY puts in the morning, and then we went over a few tickers here, but it's still early. So if you have any questions, remember, guys, when I say questions, you can ask questions like, oh, where do you set a stop loss? You can ask questions like how to trade a bull flag. And then obviously you can ask me about the tickers you want me to look at. If not, then we'll just get into the news and the scanners. All right, let's take a quick look here at some of the news. So it seems like not a whole lot is happening right now. As far as Russia and Ukraine. What do we got here as far as earnings? Lowe's shares added 1.6% in pre-market after the home improvement retailer beat top and bottom line estimates for the fourth quarter. Lowe's earned $1.78 per share, 7 cents above estimates, and issued an upbeat full-year guidance as demand for tools and building materials remain elevated. It's funny because yesterday I was talking to Jonal. Jonal is the site administrator over at the daytraderchatroom.com, and he is, you know, the admin over at on the Discord. So he's the guy you talk to about if you want coupon codes to join or to upgrade from DTC Lite to Pro. He's the man to talk to, stuff like that, to set up the one-on-ones and any tech issues. So we were talking yesterday because we both like, I mean, wait, let me rephrase that. He likes to work with his hands. I don't so much, but I can because, well, I was raised with my dad, like always helping him with stuff. So we were actually replacing the deck over on the Keys house last summer. It was like a little week project. We would trade in the morning. I'd be live in the in chat. We would do our lessons and all that good stuff. And then right after I was done, right around 11:30 or so, 12 o'clock, we'd hop on over to upstairs to work on the upstairs deck and get that all nice and ready to rock and roll because it really needed replacement. Man, we made so many trips to Home Depot, and it was like every single trip we did, there's no Lowe's in the Keys. Every single trip we did to Home Depot, I just bought more tools and more tools and more tools and more tools. It's crazy. I hate going to Home Depot because I will buy a tool. And then, because I don't want to just buy it and then just have it there, I gotta figure out a way to get my money's worth. Like I recently did the brakes on my wife's Tahoe. She's got a 2015 Tahoe LTZ. Needed a brake job. I had just bought some impact wrenches at Home Depot. The cost to do the brakes, $300, big deal. But I had spent about $400 on the tools already. So I was like, well, now I got to do the brake job myself in order for those tools to have paid off. They paid off. So there you go. All right, so let's see. That's Lowe's. Let's take a look at the chart. That was a little story there for you. Lowe's. Trying to hold this 200-day moving average. This little level right here. You have 220 previous support. And then you have the 200-day moving average right around 217, 218. If that level becomes support, you have a little bit of a downtrend line here. You can see various points of contact, right? So, and then just shy here. So you want to see that level begin to hold support. If it holds support, maybe you can get something like this. But it's also going to depend a lot on the overall market, Russia, Ukraine type news. Let's see, what else? Tupperware. Guys, you remember Tup? I think it was last year. Made a pretty big move. Was it last year? Well, I don't know now if it was last year or if it was after the crash and recovery. My God, this stock was at $1.30, guys. It's 15 bucks now. Got up as high last year as the $40 range. Are you kidding me? Right back down here to 15. That's quite the... Man, that's... Look at this. Look at this weekly chart on Tup. That is quite the crazy move on this weekly chart. So Tupperware, the maker of home storage products, saw its sharpest slump 3% in pre-market following its quarterly earnings report. Tupperware revenue was above street forecasts, but its adjusted profit of 38 cents per share missed estimates by 14 cents amid what the company called challenging operating conditions. Tupperware noted it saw both top and bottom line growth in 2021 despite those challenges. Well, there you go. That's crazy to me. Right now, we're underneath the 100-day moving average, trying to hold that 50-day, very light volume, trying to hold that 50-day as well. So, I mean, bottom support throughout this consolidation is down here in the 13s. So that'll be an area to watch for sure. Look, that $13, look, see how it's been support here? And here. Let's scroll back a little bit here. It's right here. It's this gap up. It's that range there in that gap up. So you got to keep eyes on that $13 zone on Tupperware if you get down there again. I'm going to leave that line right there. Let's see what else. SPCE Space Tourism, the company's stock jumped 4.1% in pre-market action after it reported a narrower than expected quarterly loss and improvements in its cash position. Let's check in on SPCE. This thing likes to make moves when it goes. Look at this. This was the day it announced something to do with opening up, I think, ticket sales. And then it sold off. The market sold off some. And then obviously this thing was going to sell off some. This $11 zone that we talked about on that day held resistance. And then you had the sell-off. We're right back down here at this $8 zone. You got 8 to like 7, mid 7s as potential support, and that'll definitely be a level there to watch on SPCE. And that's, whoa, Kodiak code. Look at this. Oh my. Tumbled 69.2% in pre-market, in the pre-market session. So the drug maker said a mid to late stage trial of its experimental eye drug failed to show it was not inferior to Regeneron's ilia macular degeneration treatment. Ilia? Whatever. So it failed to show that it was not inferior. So I guess that means it is inferior. So Kodiak tumbled 69.2% in pre-market trading, while Regeneron jumped 5.4%. Well, there you go. Man, that is nasty. Look at this. All right, so let's take a look at this chart real quick here. At this point, this thing is down so much, you know, I wouldn't be looking, like I wouldn't be coming into this thing this morning looking for shorts on it, right? I'd come in looking for some sort of potential bounce, but I wouldn't even touch this thing. But let's identify some bounce areas, and I see one here potentially. Is that a little bit too low? That might be a little bit too low. So these 13s to 1350s could be an area of support. You can see back here. You can see some resistance in here. Underneath that, you do have this previous top right there, about 11 bucks. So that'll be a couple of levels to watch. That's wild. This stock was at almost like 180 bucks, man. Good Lord. It's gotten beaten down big time. All right. So bag holders galore there. Keep eyes on that one. All right. So that's it for some of these earnings. All right. So what time is it? 8:32, guys. One last call there. Do you have any tickers, any stocks you want me to look at for you? Any questions? The floor is yours here for another few minutes before we jump into the rest of the news and the scanners. So let me know there. Drop it in chat. Monarchy, good morning. Silver Shrimp, got it. I'll watch out for it. Oh, you know what, guys? Let me get you something really quickly here. It's a free ebook. Because since we're in earnings season, you're going to want this. Give me 1 second here. There we go. Jose, Lucid, Rivian, and AMC. You got it. We'll go over those right now. Okay, so here's a free ebook, guys, from Trade Ideas. It's on earnings. So there you go. Since we're in earnings, I figured you might want to take advantage of that. It's a free ebook. You can download it, read it at your leisure. So, Jose, INDO Monarchy. Okay, well, cool. We'll take a look at these guys, and then we'll jump into the scans. So, Lucid still is trading in that range right there that we had drawn in the $25 to $28 range. So far that little range is holding up. Keep eyes on that to see if it continues. It's a little channel play if you like to trade channels. Rivian's pretty choppy lately, but you have a pretty big range here. You have a large range between 50 to 71. Obviously, that's more like of a swing trade range. Okay. Then you have about that level there, 57 to 71 or so. Give me 1 second here, guys. Okay, so you got that right now going. You can see here the clear support at 58-ish area. All right, and you see the clear resistance up here in the $71, $72 zone. And that 50-day moving average is creeping its way there as well. So you can keep eyes on that for Lucid. But that's pretty much your channel there. What was the other one? AMC. Let's take a look at AMC there real quick. AMC. Well, AMC, we did talk about puts if we broke underneath 1780s. We said this yesterday. As a matter of fact, was it on the watch list? Yep. So AMC yesterday, watching for the 18 area to hold resistance, could have further downside towards 16s and 14s. So yesterday, We made it all the way down here to what? My God, 1611. Boom, we called that one beautifully. So it still has further downside here. As long as this level continues to hold resistance, we will have potential more downside here towards the bottom end of this little channel in the mid 14. So you can keep eyes on that. Any bounce backs into the 18, if it holds resistance, you know, I'll be watching for put options on that. Monarchy says INDO. Let's go take a look at that one. Yep, energy sector right now is definitely getting some hype. That'll be a big sector this year regardless. You have this double top here in the 920 zone. Yesterday it was resistance. And obviously here on the daily chart you can see clearly it was resistance in the past. Oh, look at this. Resistance again up here. If at any point in time it gets up over that level and it holds it as support, well, that's gonna change things here. You could probably see this thing creep up here to 1220s to the mid 12s. So you got to keep eyes on that one. Right now we're holding pretty decently here at this little pivot. You could see this little area of resistance there turn support so far this morning on the little gap down here, and then now we're pushing up here, getting ourselves a little gap up. So definitely a level to watch this morning there on INDO. It is a little bit it was a little bit lower volume later on in the day, but it had really good volume in the early morning. We did see this one in the scan, and we did talk about it yesterday. It did get choppy here during lunch, and then it just sold off. But definitely want to keep on watch there. Good eye. Hey guys, do me a quick favor. We got 33 people watching the stream. Thank you very much for tuning in. But we only got 19 likes. Help me out here and hit that like button. It really helps out tremendously with the YouTube algorithm. I'd appreciate it very much. There we go, 20, 21. Thank you guys. Keep them coming. Let's try to get these back up over 30. That'd be great. It'll help out with the algorithm tremendously. All right, so let me grab here my notes so we can start writing up the watch list. So SPY with a little gap up here, the Qs as well. Tesla, quick little gap up as well. Just watching a few of these names real quick. I see some others hitting the scans. I think this looks like a buyout to me. This looks like a buyout. Let's go check the news. TEN. For sure, that feels straight up like a buyout right now. So TEN, okay, yeah, Tenco is being taken private by Apollo Funds for $7.1 billion. So that's what's going on there. It's a buyout. So that's what's going on there. They're being taken private. So Apollo Funds will pay Tenco shareholders $20 a share in all cash transaction, representing a 100.4% premium to Tenco's closing price on Tuesday. Imagine you would have just bought this yesterday thinking, hey, you know what? This looks like a decent little swing trade for whatever reason. We're down here bouncing off of these lows. Maybe we'll get a little gap up tomorrow, make a couple bucks. You wake up today in the morning, you're like, boom, I just got bought out. You gotta love the stock market, guys. You really do. So yeah, this is a buyout, $20 a share. Not gonna get anything out of this right now. REGI, that one's hitting the gap scanners here. Give me a second here, guys. Getting a little ring alert from one of my cameras. Oh no. Oh well. That one is offline. Got to fix that. Okay, so REGI getting a little gap up here. Should have news. 13 hours ago, biofuel maker Renewable Energy Group is said to field interest. A green diesel maker is exploring options after receiving takeover interest, including selling itself, according to a person familiar with the matter. The company is working with financial advisors, the person said, asking not to be identified because the matter is private. Renewable Energy has held recent takeover talks with large oil and gas companies, the person added. If a deal is struck, the agreement could be announced within weeks, the person said. The person. Renewable energy plans could always change, and it could still decide to remain independent. So it's basically just giving you a move here today on rumors of potential interest in buyouts. And this took it right to that 50-day moving average, which I want you to notice. This area could be strong resistance. Why? You have the 50-day moving average there, and then you have previous support. Previous resistance. Whoops. Previous resistance back here. All right, so I'm actually going to put this on the watch list to the short side because of that. REGI with news, with press release on rumors of potential buyouts. Watching the $40.50 area to hold resistance, 50-day MA, and daily levels. Could fade back down towards $38 to like 35. Towards 38, 35 area. Oh, my shoulder. All right, so we got that one down, guys. All right, let's see what else we got out here. IMMP. This one looks like it should have some news. So just going through the scans and some of this news right now. No news that I see. Do you guys see any news on IMMP? Wait, IMPP? Yeah, I typed the wrong ticker. I typed IMMP. So IMPP. No news either way. Either way, no news on this. It just seems like a lot of these cheaper energy stocks are getting little pumps. That's what it seems like. Vera says offering. So I guess they had an offering that's closing. Okay. I see here 21 days ago, Imperial Petroleum announces closing of upsized 12.0 million underwritten public offering. So I'm guessing maybe that's what's happening right now. It closed yesterday. So they announced they were going to start closing it, I guess, 21 days ago, and yesterday's when they closed it. On this one, man, ideally you want to watch a dollar. Like if it can hold the dollar area. You see previous bottom here, previous top here. So $1.07, so that dollar zone, see if it holds support on it. Not a fan of that one, so not a whole lot else going on, guys. INDO, guess you could watch that 580s area. INDO watching the 580 area for support. Could have room towards 920 zone. We got that. Now let's go ahead and start. Umberto, good morning. Low over 224. What's I'm confused. Low over 224. I don't know what you mean. Like as in low. Steve says Imperial wins 3 fracking grants in Beetaloo Basin. Imperial. Okay, gotcha. That was IMPP. Oh, low the stock, man. You see why we got, guys, you see why we got to put the tickers in all caps? Because when they're like words, you know, they're just not 3 letters. When they're literally a word, it can be confusing. That's funny, man. You had me here like, what? Okay, gotcha. That was funny, bro. Guys, Umberto is the swing trade moderator over at the Discord at DTC, Day Trader Chat Room. Like I said, link with the 30 days for free is pinned here in the chat. And he just posted over there his specs on some of his plays that he's watching. So here you go. If you want to grab 30 days for free, there it is. Dude, that was hilarious. You had me here scratching my head. All right, so let's check in on the SPY. The SPY today, guys, I'm watching for the same play. All right, I'm watching SPY, watching for 435 area to hold resistance like yesterday. If it does, then watching for put back down towards 428 area. That worked out beautifully yesterday. We nailed a really good trade yesterday in the morning session on SPY puts in the chat. So let's see. We also have Tesla that we can watch. Roby, welcome to the Discord. Glad to have you on there. Thank you for joining. Looking forward to trading with you. So we have Tesla here. We can watch Tesla, see if the 200-day moving average holds support. So let's see here. Tesla watching for the 200-day MA to hold support. If not, wait for support for a move back towards 880 zone. If not, watching for a breakdown under the 200-day MA for a drop back down towards the 790s. Just like yesterday. Sean says OSTK. Let's take a look at that one. Nice little move here on Overstock this morning. Did they have earnings release or something? That's a pretty big move. Almost knocked over my water. Okay, so they had earnings beat. So Overstock beat earnings. Good eye there, Sean. So let's see. We could have some potential resistance here at around 47. Oh, yeah, see? Look at that area. Look at this previous support at that level. We're underneath it. We know that previous support, when broken to the downside, can become potentially new resistance. Okay, so it will support back here. It will support here as well. So that area could become a level of resistance, so keep an eye on that. The Cool Kids 700 says, thanks for going live every day. Already sub. Cheers. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you for coming on in, supporting the channel. REVB. Oh yeah, we went over this one earlier today. I don't like this at all. You have a failed bull flag followed by a successful bear flag. And now we're forming yet another bear flag. So I don't really like this one at all. It's giving back all its gains. I also didn't see any news on it either in pre-market. Cindy, good morning. DWAC. Well, DWAC is back under 90, under this $100 97 area. So, I mean, yeah, it's always in the watch list at these levels for sure. You know, bottom support here on this little channel would probably be in the $78 to $77 range. I mean, we might just establish that little channel there. But yeah, see, this is why yesterday in pre-market was a great time to take some profits off over 100, because that was a huge move already. See, the problem now is that that's it. Like, what else is there to push this other than a major growth with that social app? At this point, it was like all the hype of, oh, we're going to launch the app, we're going to launch the app, we're going to launch the app. We launched the app. So now it's going to need some more catalysts to get it back up there. So we'll see how long it can hold these levels. Okay, so we have SPY, Reggie, INDO, Tesla on watch. Let's check in on NVIDIA real quick. NVIDIA yesterday was a lot stronger, consolidated better than most of these tech names. Let's clean up this chart a little bit. So right now you're holding on to this 200-day moving average zone in the 232 area. Maybe it gets you a little bounce back up here into the 250. Keep eyes on that. Well, maybe if it can get up over yesterday's highs, it'll get a move there. But it's going to depend a lot on what the SPY wants to do today. It'll definitely depend a lot on that. Let's see, what else? What else? Check in on Facebook, still fading. Facebook, as long as it's under this 207 zone, you know, it could still go lower, especially if the overall market goes lower. And PayPal, same with PayPal. It got under 100 yesterday? No. It almost did. Same with PayPal, trying to get a little bounce there, but not much going on so far with that one. All right, so we have SPY, Reggie, INDO, Tesla. Let me take a look real quickly here. Let's check in on Dash, UPST. UPST trying to hold that 50-day moving average. Keep eyes on that. Let's see. All right. Okay, so here's another little piece of news that just came out a little while ago, like a few minutes ago. Less than half an hour ago, Ukraine to impose state of emergency, tells citizens to leave Russia immediately. Ukraine warns its citizens Wednesday to avoid traveling to Russia and to leave the country immediately if they are already there. The Ukrainian government later voted to impose sanctions on 351 Russian lawmakers. It came after Russian President Vladimir Putin said Wednesday that Moscow is always open to diplomacy, days after ordering troops into eastern Ukraine and recognizing the independence of two self-declared republics in the region. So speaking to NBC Tuesday, former U.S. ambassador to Russia said he heard nothing in the speech Putin gave on Monday that suggested the Russian president, we got to stop calling him president, the Russian dictator was interested in diplomacy. I'm keeping it real. McFaul added that Putin doesn't care about face saving and that sanctions and giving military aid to Ukraine were not enough to deter Putin. Tragically, I think, this is a quote, tragically, I think he's going to go in. He's going to go in big. And this will probably be the largest war in Europe since 1939, he said. Well, we'll see what happens. So, guys, you got to keep eyes on this type of news throughout the day because Ukraine-Russia news will definitely move the markets. Okay? There's no question about it. It will move the markets. So you have to keep eyes on this. You have to keep eyes on this. Russian state-controlled media reported on Wednesday that Moscow had begun to evacuate personnel from its embassy. All right, nothing. Okay, nothing new and specifically aggressive, like you know, moving troops further in or to different regions and stuff like that right now showing up. So you definitely got to keep eyes on that type of stuff throughout the morning because that will move the market. So let's jump back up over to the SPY again. So SPY watching that 435 area for resistance. If we can break up and over it, then maybe you have some room here to 438-ish, 440. So we'll add that there. If break over 435.50 and hold, we could have room towards 440, keeping eyes on Russian Ukraine news. Okay, because look, if they get another piece of news that's bad news regarding this, we'll probably see a drop back down here at 428, and at that point we probably would crack it. You know, I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty confident that we'll see the SPY back down here at some point. We'll see it back down here at some point, probably here going into March. But it's also going to depend a lot on this news, a lot on this news. I'd expect the SPY to possibly be more choppy than anything today. So we'll see what happens there. All right, guys. So we got 3-4 minutes left before I hop on over to the Discord. So any last minute questions or last minute tickers that you want me to take a look at for you here, now is an excellent time to ask. So ask away. Yep, Michael. Wild card of the internet now for sure. So yeah, guys, any questions, drop them in chat there. Be happy to answer them. Also, do me a quick solid, hit that like button. Really helps out tremendously with the YouTube algorithm. Want to feed that sucker. Got to feed him good. So any questions, any tickers you want me to look at, drop them in chat before I hop on over to the Discord. And if you want to join me over in the Discord, here is 30 days for free. Remember, I stream Monday through Thursday from 8 a.m. to 9. Sometimes, every so often, I stream on Fridays. So it just depends on Fridays. Trying to figure out a schedule for Friday streams. Last week I streamed at 9:15 a.m. till 10 a.m. and it wasn't that great. It wasn't that great at all. A few of you diehards joined up into the stream, but it was mostly very, very low attendance. And I thought it would have had higher attendance since I streamed into the open until 10 o'clock, but no. So I don't think I'll do that one again. All right, guys, if you don't have any last minute questions, then I think I'm going to get going here, put the final touches on the watch list, and we'll get that sent out to your emails. If you don't get the watch list and you want the watch list sent to your email, here you go. You can sign up for the watch list. Right here is your watch list sign up. And I'll have Jonah send over the watch list for you. I'll put the final touches on it here and we'll get it sent out here straight away. All right, so watch list, SPY, Reggie, INDO, Tesla right now. Maybe I'll add something else to it, but that's about it for today. And we'll see what happens. Stay safe out there, all right? Control your losses. Make sure you're sticking to your stop losses. Today is Wednesday. Tomorrow a new video will drop here on the channel. Today I'll be putting up a YouTube short. It's a new format that I'm going to do. I've been putting up YouTube shorts for a while now, but the one today is going to be a little bit of a new format. So if you want to watch it, make sure you hit the notification bell, right? Where is it? I don't know, somewhere in here. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you're alerted when I go live and you're also alerted when I drop my new videos. All right, so make sure you check out today's new format there on the YouTube short. All right, guys, good luck out there today. Stay disciplined, and I'll catch you all tomorrow at 8 or on over in the Discord around 9:20 today. All right, have a good one.